Hi guys, it's Kasha. Welcome to the channel and to the Wonderland. It is a coffee time and today we have 8 more horror DVDs. Alright, so let's start with a really cool, super weird find that I did, and it is a Stephen King movie and it is called Graveyard Shift, and I actually have never seen this DVD anywhere else, and when I saw it for like €1 I'm like hell yes. And it is a movie from 1990 directed by Ralph S. Singleton, and basically it's a story of a very old textile mill with a serious rat infestation, and the workers that are there discover a horrifying secret deep in the basement, and it is a Stephen King movie. Let's take a look at this cover again because it is so pretty and I loved it and I had to have it because it's Stephen King. Here is the back, and I really love the design of this DVD cover, and it might not be the best movie ever because it is probably one of those TV releases, Stephen King movies that were not that great, but I truly enjoy them. Then I got the regular version of Child's Play because I also have regular versions of these and I was missing the first one, and you know, it's just for the collection purposes, and who doesn't love more Child Play editions. And this movie, I don't think I have to explain to anyone, but it is a movie from Tom Holland from 1988, and basically the single mother gives her son this doll that every kid wants back then, this good guy, and she gives it to him for his birthday, but they discover soon that it is possessed by the soul of a serial killer, which you see at the beginning of the movie. There is the serial killer running away and he ends up in a toy store and ends up like getting down all these boxes of good guys, and before they trap him, he makes a spell to put his soul into a doll. So this kid ends up with this specific doll with Chucky, and this is where it kind of starts. And if you have not watched it yet, you should. It's great. It's awesome. We love Chucky. Here is the back, nothing special, just a regular DVD edition. Then we have Cursed from Wes Craven, and I love Christina Ricci, so this combination between werewolves, Wes Craven and Christina Ricci was great for me, and I love this combination. It might not be the best movie from Wes Craven, but I still really enjoy it. And this movie, it is from 2005, and basically a werewolf is loose in LA, and he changes the life of 3 young adults because they are kind of like mauled by the beast, and they learn that they have to kill this beast in order to avoid becoming werewolves themselves, and this is where our story takes off. Here is as well the back of the movie so that you can check it out. Then we have parts 2 and 3 from a original movie that I adore, and that is From Dusk Till Dawn. This is part 2. And From Dusk Till Dawn is a movie from Robert Rodriguez, and it was in 1996 when it was released, and it's basically to criminals that seek refuge in this kind of bar that it's full of vampires, and then, you know, shit happens. And I love the movie so much, and I didn't have any of the sequels, so now I have part 2, and this one is from 1999, directed by Scott Spiegel. And basically more people are turned into vampires and they go around spreading their evil satanic hate, and just basically a very simple sequel, but you know, not as good as the first one of course, but it's still enjoyable. And here is the back for you guys. And I also got part 3, and this was released in 1999 by PG Pesk or Peace, or I don't know, I'm sorry sir. So this basically is set 100 years ago in Mexico, and this is kind of like a horror western, and it's the story of the birth of the vampire princess that it's called Satanico Pandemonium, and basically it's that. So it's not a really good movie, but it's vampires and it is part of the From Dusk Till Dawn franchise, so I had to grab it and I only paid €1 for it. And as always, let's check the back as well, which is very basic, nothing too special. Then we have another movie from Stephen King, and that is Tracks. And this is a TV movie as well that was just released for the TV, and it is based on a short story from Stephen King. This particular movie, it is from 1997, directed by Chris Thompson, and it's basically based on this short story by Stephen King, and it tells the tale of the tracks that come to life and attack their owners, So it's basically more like Christine or The Car. But I didn't have it, and it's Stephen King, so I had to get it. And here is the back, and it looks like this typical TV blockbuster action movie. Well, with a little bit of horror, of course, because the trucks are killer trucks, so I can't wait to watch it. The last DVD that I have, because the next one is a Blu-ray, the next DVD that I have, it's actually a steel box. And the interesting part about this steel box is that it is a Dutch movie, and it is in Dutch with English subtitles. And this movie might not be so well known out there because it's a Dutch movie, and it's called Dead End. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it basically means dead end. And I really love this steelbook. It's a movie from 2006 by Erwin van den Eshoff, and it is a group of young people that head off on vacation when the car breaks down. Typical story. And then they're forced to find help, and in the woods they find this house, and some also they find some dogs that they kind of like were hit by them, by their car or something, and they basically decide to enter this house that they found, and that is where all this madness begins. Here's the back of the steel box, and it is a pretty steel box, and I like the story. It's typical, but sometimes, you know, these movies can take a nice turn, and it is basically called Dead End, so basically there is no escape for these people. And it's gonna be interesting to watch it because it's gonna be all in Dutch with English subtitles. That's the intended original version. So for people out there that are looking for horror movies that they don't know about from other countries, or more like underground movies, you can give this one a go. And the Blu-ray that I have is The Woman in Black, and I got this one because I know this movie didn't get much love, but I actually enjoyed it. It was a slow-paced, interesting movie. It is from 2012, directed by James Watkins, and basically this young solicitor, played by Daniel Radcliffe, travels through a remote village, and then he discovers the vengeful ghost of this scorned woman, and she's terrorizing the locals, and he kind of explores this house and finds out more about the story of this woman, and I just thought it was cool. I still have not watched part 2, so let me know down below if part 2 is any good. And here is the back. This is a very regular Blu-ray edition, nothing really special about it, but I didn't have a copy of the movie and I only paid €1 for it. Alright, so this was my latest horror movie haul. We had 7 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray. Let me know down below which was your favorite pickup and why. If you liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up for support and subscribe to the channel. If you want to check my other social media, the links as always down below. And I hope to see you in the next coffee time. Bye!